Everybody, welcome to Mystics MMOs. I am your host, Mystic Raven. All right, guys. I wanted to do today's reset day for DCUO, so I'm back on DC today, trying to progress my troller. But I want to talk about the future of MMOs? Question mark. It's kind of interesting because we have a plethora of titles out there, but a lot of games are missing marks. Like when you're in a competitive type, business, as such as the MMO industry, and or the gaming industry as a whole, I should say, you have to compete with a genre, right? Within you would think you're trying to compete within your genre of game type and the overall. What's up, Cal? Morning. Hope you're having a good one. And where the future lies for MMOs, because the next generation wants instant gratification, and MMOs usually are progressive, right? Meaning we have to invest time, and time is precious. And I feel like some of the major problems that most MMOs are making these days are, time sinks. No longer do the next generation want to, put in hours and hours and hours and hours to get to end game or whatever. Now that's also a problem for the MMO market, because the MMO market is dependent on retention, right? Retaining your customers, because if you can't retain them, you're losing profit margin, right? Because it costs so much to develop an MMO because they're so big, where you take other games that have more instant gratification and you have a lower budget because there's no real content. It's just, here you go, have at it, play it until you get tired, and then play something else, and then come back in a few months when you're bored. So, that's pretty much in a nutshell what's happening to the genre. Now, and I need to queue and do some stuff, but when I take a look at MMOs today, a couple of things it needs to happen for the future of MMOs, right? MMOs can still thrive, but there are key elements that have to happen within new development moving forward into MMOs. First off, you have to separate your player types, right? And what the game offers those players. Meaning you can't anticipate every player to want to play the exact content in the same way. You have to have a different form of system so a player is utilizing or enjoying that content. Was that my chair? I heard a squeak. It's probably my chair. But, sorry. In a way, okay, so basically it's like this. We have quests, we have dungeons, we have raids, we have crafting, we have all of these things in MMOs, right? Levels. We got levels in MMOs. The problem of it is, what are you going to do? You're going to level up, then you're going to do A, then you're going to do B, then you're going to do C, and you have to keep progressing in linear fashion most of the time. Even in an open-ended game, that's what you're doing. And players do not like that. Players hate it. I'm going to be honest. I don't like leveling. Does anybody like leveling alts? Do you want to experience having to keep leveling new tunes over and over again? I have multiple tunes on multiple games, and I put time into it. But at the end of the day, you want to you're just and you're like, oh my god, here we go again, because you're trying to keep up with meta. That's what you're trying to do most of the time. Now, there are a couple games out there that have, like, a lot of going for it. One thing of Elder Scrolls. One of the best aspects that I enjoy about Elder Scrolls is any class can play any role. Meaning if you only, put in one character, and let's say you just do one character, that character essentially can play all roles. You just need to acquire the sets to do so. Now, unfortunately, like in DC, I can do a support role and I can do a DPS. I just have to have a loadout or an armory to switch between those roles. which makes it nice. Like on this, I can play controller or I can play damage. In Final Fantasy, they once again succeed in saying, hey, we're not going to make you level up all these tunes. You can have one tune and then play all roles within one character. And that is where MMOs are going. Add this with cross-platform capabilities, and there is your development and your future of your market, right? That's important. That is so important, because no longer can you afford to have a game where everybody's having to put in more time unnecessarily. You want to have the players value their characters, and you want to tell a very intricate storyline or get right to the meat and potatoes of what players are there to do. Whether it be PvE or PvP, you want to get them involved as quickly as possible. And then you want to add new content to keep it fresh. That is where MMOs lie. If a company misses those points of interest, basically they're shooting their product and they're burying it before it can even really get to be alive. So unfortunately, I feel like the market really needs to take a look at the generation and their type of mentality when it comes to gaming. Like, I remember spending countless hours on RPGs, whether it be an MMO or not, and enjoying just the beauty of the design of the game, whether it be traveling, crafting, whatever have you. And that made that game that much more beautiful at the time. But now players want to play a game and they just want to be instantly thrown into combat. So it's like, what do you do now? Because this generation is just about, hey, I've got this going on, I got that going on. I might have an hour or two to play, and I want to enjoy my time right away. So how do you do it? You have to adapt. You have to adapt to the generation. You have to adapt to people's personal life. You know, I don't watch television, so this is what I do. You know, a lot of people like watching TV. I don't, so I play MMOs. So every once in a while I might catch an episode of something, or I might catch a movie, but typically I don't like to be in front of a TV watching mindless things that are not very active for my brain. It's just becoming a zombie and having somebody tell me a bedtime story or something is the way I look at it. But some people like that. Some people enjoy that. To each their own. But for the MMOer, it's like, how is your product working? This game is very linear. It has time and it has progression. You can, and now it's gotten faster, but still linear. So now the combat is pretty good. That's why I keep coming back to a game like this. Black Desert Online, November 8th, they're going to launch the beta for the people who've signed up for the beta. So there's really good news for the Black Desert community. Black Desert has really impactful combat. The problem of it is accessibility to the PvP. So I would always tell people, it's great. It's a beautiful game. It's actually one of the best combat systems I've ever played. Open world. You know, there's a lot going on for Black Desert. Love it. But the problem of it is there's no real end game when it comes to PvE. So it's more open-ended. So you're going to go ahead and do what you want to do when you want to do it. The problem of it is crafting is very tedious. So, and then you have Elder Scrolls, which Elder Scrolls PvE is amazing. Very, like, once you hit level 30, you know, there's no, you get 300 into your CP. And then pretty much you can play any form of content. Now, endgame trial players are pretty toxic, I'm not going to lie. They definitely, there's a very finesse or very, you know, one-sided aspect to endgame in Elder Scrolls PvE. But PvP is very down. What's the future of MMO? Well, once again, it goes by, you know, choices that players have. When players have a plethora of games out there and you're in a competitive market, you really have to start defining your product and attracting the players to their lifestyle. So, but like Cal, you work weekends, so you have weekdays available. So sometimes at certain times you may have more accessibility than what you typically have on weekends. Now, in a game like this, we have weekly resets. So we have a very, very structured form. Now, pugs, you can pretty much pick up raids, but in leagues, a lot of leagues do their elite stuff on weekends. So for a certain player like who works 12-hour shifts on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that accessibility is almost impossible. So now you have to like either pug or find another league that can accommodate that. And that's no different than your MMO and than the MMO structure itself. So that's what I'm saying. That's kind of where I'm getting at. I might be rambling on, whatever, but I just watched the video and they only listed four MMOs for 2018. And I thought that was a shame. I thought that was literally one of the saddest things I had seen, because I'm like, that sucks. That really, really sucks that it's gotten like that. That the market has gotten so, there's so many products out there. Tryon just announced bankruptcy, so a new game company's taking over their products, which is pretty much killing Tryon's product lines. So Tryon is pretty much done. And Rift was one of my favorite MMOs of all time. The only problem of it is they didn't listen to the community when they had the chance. And it was like, you guys had the perfect opportunity to bank up and maintain in the market better than World of Warcraft. A lot better as far as mechanics. The problem of it was they didn't keep up with the main things that players wanted to see, and that was balance between the souls. So it was like, wow, I mean, you took the perfect opportunity and just whatever. Yo, Phoenix, what's up, brother? Hope you're having a good one. They had the perfect opportunity. The perfect opportunity handed to them. And it was down the tube. It was just gone. And I keep referring back to these points. It's like, you have to understand the market. You have to adapt. If you do not adapt, you're going to have problems. You're going to have major issues. And I keep saying that certain games like DC here, they're not like the top selling games, but they sustain. Why? Because they make those alterations. Doesn't have to be the best graphically, but it has to keep up with the genre. So players come in here, and they're like, well, it's a linear progression. True, but they adapt their sets. So it's like the currency changes. It's like, okay, and your feats aren't lost. In World of Warcraft, if a new expansion comes out, my hard work set means nothing except now transmog. So it's like, where do you go, man? You really do want to like make those adaptations. Okay, we got 247. I'm trying to get the shoulder still in here. Oh, I forgot to do my stabilizer. I love the combat in this game. It's the only thing that keeps me coming, man. I keep coming back to this game because of the combat. Truth, adapting is how you survive. It is. It's absolutely. And game companies kind of struggle with that. And with some of the news lately, it's no wonder it leaves the market questionable. And it's not like the people aren't enjoying the combat or whatever. It's just the time sink. It's time sink, man. It just comes back to that. It's like, what are you guys doing to adapt? Now, one of the things I really loved about Elder Scrolls was the open-ended system and how players really could get to enjoy the product. As far as like immediately. There was this sense of like, okay, you unlock this dungeon at this lower level, you unlock this dungeon at that level, sure. But once you get there, you're good to go. You can just like go to town. Now you will still invest time without a doubt. But if for a newer player coming in saying, oh, hey, I only want to play one class, that's doable in ESO. I want to be able to tank. I want to be able to switch out to healer. I want to be able to do these things. Well, in Elder Scrolls, you can do that. That's nice. In this game, you can play support. You can play DPS. Those are games. And Final Fantasy, let's get back to it. Final Fantasy, you can play every friggin' one. And these are the games that were listed. Literally, the 4 games listed. This game wasn't. The 4 games that were listed was, number 1 was World of Warcraft, which that is the biggest time sink ever, but it's the most popular. The second was Black Desert Online. Third was Guild Wars 2. The fourth was Final Fantasy, or no, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, Black Desert Online, Guild Wars 2, and Elder Scrolls last. But those were the ones. Those 5 MMOs were considered the thing if you're going to be an MMO player. And I was like, oh, that's so sad. DC has gone great with changes, but their community is stuck in nostalgia. Yeah. And I feel like they have made the necessary adjustments with currency and keeping players involved in content, especially with events, and giving people accessibility, immediate accessibility. You know, that's kind of important aspect. I have all these, so I'll take the mark. Like, that was one of the best things about DC. In DC, your feats carry with you, even when your gear doesn't. And that's one of those things that you have to appreciate from an MMO. You have to appreciate that. But I want to say that, you know, I think a lot of things are going to be taking a look at the future, and the new games that come out really need to take a look at that, because accessibility is a very important thing. Majority of these titles have multiple platform capability. Final Fantasy, 2 different platforms. Elder Scrolls, 3 different platforms. Black Desert Online now will have multi-platform accessibility, right? World of Warcraft is the only one on the list that doesn't. So that means something. So if you're going to be a new game company, accessibility to platforms, one of the major things you want to be taking a look at. This game wasn't listed only because DC communities won't let the game positivity aspects show. Yeah, and that's why I kind of like streaming it, because there are a couple people taking a look at this game because they're like, holy shit, I've never played it. And I'm like, yeah, no, try. It's free to try. You can try it. I'm like, you know, you'll burn through the free stuff pretty quick, to be honest with you. Now, there are a couple things that I don't like. I wish there were a couple of, like, I feel like the higher CR, obviously, the easier content. It's kind of nice when you're trying to feet run. I'm not going to lie. When you have, like, I got this 247 in here. It's going to be top DPS, obviously. But it's nice when you're trying to accomplish feats, right? If you're feet running, it's kind of like, oh, cool. We're more than likely going to get this feat. But, unfortunately, it makes the content, I think, too easy at times. But, you know, Black Desert, I love Black Desert. I love the combat. It's probably one of my favorite combats ever in an MMO, hands down. But the problem of Black Desert is, once again, like, once you get to a point, great, you can PvP now. But there's a negative aspect to that if you're going to do it. Holden, how's everyone doing this morning? Very good, brother. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm talking about the genre because, I'm like watching these videos and I'm like, oh, God. So many people complain as they play DC day by day, yet they still pay to play. I think DC is better. Oh, yeah, absolutely. DC is really good. It is probably one of the most polished products I have played besides World of Warcraft. Every day, this has always been my go-to game. And I tell people that. This is my go-to game. It is my go-to game because I'm not littered with bugs. I have progression. I can enjoy the content. I can play different roles within the system. I can even get to enjoy alts because leveling alts in this game is fun. You know, because you're playing the same content, but the new power sets and stuff make it really versatile. And especially your build. Like, people don't think, you know, there's optional different ways to play the game with build because you have linear sets. But, you know, when it comes to gear progression means something. No, no, no. We go up. We go up. Person's got the same material I have. That's cool. I hate that. Damn it!
I can sense something strange about my brother.
Compound.
There is something
Nice.
unusual attached to his spirit.
I want those friggin' shoulders. Same, I'll play arena like a junkie. Yeah, and then the PvP is fun in this game. It could get a little better. There's minor things. I mean, minor. But the company needs to take a look at. I mean, they could literally put a resurgence in. I could add one feature if they would take me in for how much are the DCUO DLCs? They're not too bad, like $10 a piece, 10, 15 bucks a piece. They're not bad. You can buy a bundle packs. There's bundle packs too. They're not bad. But I always go for the membership because I don't like having escrow. I don't like being not being able to open my Promethean lockboxes. Because you have to buy keys. If you just do individual DLCs, the problem with that is you'll end up like not being able to take advantage of like the little things like Promethean lockboxes and stuff, and like replay badge perks and things. So, in my opinion, the packs are pretty reasonable, without a doubt. The only negative thing I will say about DC is one major thing. It doesn't have a pay-to-win as far as gear. Most people consider time capsules like a pay-to-win, but it's a scaling system. Like, if you pick up a piece of gear, the scaling systems, it's just a scaling system. Everything else is fluff. But seals of completion is, hold in the DLCs around 10 to 15. Right. So they're not bad. And there's a couple things. Now, seal of completion, that's my only negative thing to say about the game. That's it. Like, that's it, I don't agree with the seal of completion. That's it, If you're going to put anything in there, it should be a part of the games. Oh, shit. Eat it, Raven! You bitch. Oh shit, I hit the wrong thing. I got the 2-something. I'm not too worried about it. Now, another thing, we have instances. So that's another problem I have, and I don't need it, so I'll take the poster. That'll probably actually fetch a pretty good amount of money. Because that's Ferris. Carol Ferris. That's a rare one. But I gotta do my stabilizers. Promethean lockbox, like right here. If I buy the packs, right? Now if I have membership, let me go over this. If I have membership, right, I can unlock this Promethean lockbox without a key. As long as I'm a member, that's my perk. I have it. Done. Over with. But if I'm not a member, then I got to buy keys in the marketplace. So you spend 10, 15, or you can get bundle packs, right? Bundle packs are pretty good. The bundle prices are really good. Like, I have everything granted to me because I'm a member. But they have like bundle packs here. You can even pick. You can even get the ultimate episode. I think PvP is neglected on DC. Yeah. And which is sad because it has some of the best counterplay ever in an MMO. It's built for PvP. It's built for it. There was only two things that they needed to fix. That was recovery to CCs, right? And, you know, how the gear system works a little bit. That's it. That's all. And then add one feature. I'm not telling them the feature because they pay me for that shit. You know, no, you would pay me for that. You'd pay me for a feature like that, what I would tell you and offer you. But, yeah, a lot of money, too. It wouldn't be cheap. But it would bring in a shitload of players. Tons. Thousands. If not million. But, yeah. Because the game's good. Legend PvP is fun, but it's not competitive. That's another thing, competitive. Adding a leaderboard. Something as simple as a leaderboard. This game is mostly grind for gear score. And that's a lot of repeating content until you have the best. Well, yeah, for your RNG. RNG is based on your gear, your obtaining your entire gear set. And when you get your gear set, then you get feat points. And when you get 100 feat points, then you get a skill point. But skill points have diminishing return. So I tell people, don't fixate on that. Try to get the most important aspects, which are artifacts. Your artifacts, your enhancements leveled, which is double enhancement weekend XP for this weekend. But, you know, I can level a tune. Like I was showing a dude, I leveled a tune in like 3 days to CR71. No biggie. No biggie. None. I can get, yeah, amen. Thank you. Thank you, Phoenix. I can get to CR levels up to about 160 insanely fast. Then it starts slowing down. I think that's what you mean, Sherman. It's a repetitive grind to get the best gear score, to get your best in slot. That's when it becomes a little monotonous. Oh, and the token farming. Yeah. Well, it's not farming, really. Token, I mean, to me, that's not farm. The token is not farming. It's just, it comes with when you play the content, you know. But, yeah, you have to put it in. Yeah, it's one of those time-consuming things. It's like, but I can earn 100 marks of victory in a day. I can earn 100 a day easily. It's like without even flinching, like 4 hours, 100 marks, done, over with. You know, okay, got it. You know, it's not a problem. I can do 100 a day. So, but one of the things that I don't like about non-members is the money sink. The money sink, yeah, the same. Yeah, you can earn about 100 a day. Yeah. It's easy. It's cake. It's cake. It's not hard. It's not. The problem of it is RNG. The RNG for getting your feats for styles sucks. Gotta go, Mystic. Going to get breakfast tacos with the family. Oh, thanks, Phoenix. Hope you have a good one. It's literally the time sink for RNG. It's like, oh, fucking A. You'll do old content because you're still looking for that piece for your style unlock. And you're like, oh, my God, it sucks. Like, I was in here looking for shoulders. That's all I was in here for. Fucking shoulders. But, like, if you're not a member, you're going to want additional inventory space. Right? That's a big one. Bank, not so much. I mean, you can. But inventory slot, you'll get that. Artifacts. This is the problem I have right here. They have fixed a lot of the grind and the crafting. Right. They've sped up. They got rid of the old RNG, old R&D craft setup. So everything's just based on the exobytes applying to the artifacts. So you can increase the XP amount for the exobyte now with, the system now. Instead of crafting this to do that, to this to do that, the tedious things, yeah. They got rid of all that. All of it. But the seal of completion, this was my problem. This is my only problem in this game. So we have you only get one seal from Constantine of perseverance or preservation or whatever. And that has a chance that if you fail your breakthrough, that you don't lose your resource, your catalyst. This here is the only pay-to-win aspect in the marketplace. It's it. This is the only one. Everything else is fluff in the marketplace. Convenience. That's it. You want more inventory? There it is. You want a couple style unlocks and things to customize your tune? It's in the marketplace. You want to save time on your your briefings in zones? Here's a couple of like things that you can pick up in the marketplace. Just fluff and convenient stuff. And most people could say that sealed completion is just for convenience, and that can be argued, but it's a guarantee. It's guaranteed breakthrough because you pay for it. You're paying for a guaranteed. Still, I'll invite you to come PvP with me in my league, Arena Junkies, on the villain side. You're always welcome to, bro. Thank you, brother. I used to love Arena PvP. Dude, I loved Arena PvP at one time. I totally used to enjoy the shit out of that. Like I said, a couple minor things. But yeah, Arena PvP, I was definitely into it one time. I wasn't the best, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. But it's so fast-paced. But this is the only, in my opinion, the only pay to win. Because when I go into Fortified, and let's see, like this is at 99, right? To break through, right, I have to have these catalysts. Now, if I put a Seal of Preservation in there, which you only get one, you can't earn any more in the game, and you can't earn the Seal of Completion. There's no way. That's a buy-only product. This is based on RNG. So the higher my artifact goes, the less likely I am going to succeed. The percentage value goes down. So it becomes almost like I need that Seal of Completion because I just spent 200 and something marks. Now, I can earn 100 marks a day. That's not a problem for me. So do I need the Seal of Completion? No. But most likely I'm going to fail like 4 or 5 times before I get a successful breakthrough. And I have to be aware of that. I have to be aware of that. Because if not, I'm going to be tempted to buy that Seal of Completion because it's an RNG roll. I was a free-to-play premium player from the launch of free-to-play till Trigon release. Then I had enough of what they did to free-to-play or premium. Right. And free-to-play is okay. This is the way I free-to-play in this. My server acts up. Like, free-to-play in this game is a taste test. Premium, I don't think they give premium players enough, to be honest with you. I feel like the escrow is bullshit at that point. Like, they need to, like, up the escrow for anybody who made a purchase or makes purchases in this. Membership is where it's at. There's unlimited, you get max character slots, you get max inventory, but that's still kind of like, I still put a little bit into it. So you will put a little money into it. Not a lot, but you will put a little bit. And I get access to every DLC. So it's like, why pay for the bundle packs when I have access to all the DLCs? And then I can just play how I want, without any restrictions. So it's like premium, restrictions, free, without purchase of anything, taste test. That's how I say it. Free to try to level 30. Oh, CR, you can get up to CR 50 for free without buying any DLC or anything. Yeah, you can get up to CR 50. Easy. Not 50, maybe even 60. You can get up there without purchasing anything in the game. So that gives you access to like a couple raids, some base alerts or dungeons, and then some of the things. You won't have access to any of the DLC contents, but yeah, at that point, free. And then you have to make a decision: do I purchase bundle packs or do I just go ahead and become a member? But in my mind, this is the way I look at it. This is a company. It has to earn money. And if I'm going to spend my money, I want to spend it on a product that that I'm enjoying at that time. Like Elder Scrolls. I love Elder Scrolls. If anybody asks me, is Elder Scrolls worth it? I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, I want to do dungeons and raiding and stuff. I'm perfect. Go for it. It's a beautiful game. You'll have fun. There's a bunch of really good content in there for days. Keep you busy for hours and hours and hours. You'll enjoy every aspect of it if you're a PvEer. And what about PvP? There's your problem. You'll see the performance problems. You'll see them. Even if the game was fixed, there's performance issues. And at the end of the day, I can't justify paying a company who keeps smacking things on top of their product, who doesn't address performance. And in this game, I don't have performance problems. None. Zero. I don't have a performance issue. It's like I don't need Vicodin. Or not Vicodin, Viagra. I don't need Vicodin. I don't need Viagra, to get busy. In this game. Elder Scrolls, I feel like I need an injection of Viagra because there's performance issues. Like, oh shit, here we go again. Oh shit, I can't bar swap. I can't, what the hell, man? At the end of the day, no matter how beautiful the PvE content is, it's performance. I think I'm a CR 79 or 80, something like that, but I do not like the escrow. Right. We told them all the other perks they had for the subs was more than enough, and they hurt their free-to-play. Right. Well, I feel like the free-to-play escrow should be upped to get them access to this. Currently, the free-to-play model, or the sample, as I like to call it, the sample model, they can't even enjoy the marketplace. They can't even get to enjoy that at all. Zero. They're even struggling to manage, like, repairs and stuff. To me, I'm like, that's a crime. It's like, I get there should be an escrow, but give them at least 150. And if they're premium, give them 500,000, at least $500,000. I mean, come on. I mean, make it to the point where whatever, or $1 million, at least $1 million, because some of the price stuff on here is so pricey. Premium players should not have to suffer like that. You can do trade chats and stuff, and and trade without market, but market's convenient. And I'm just like, this is where a couple of the problems lie. And marketing in this game needs to be taken a look at. I don't know who's running their marketing, but they're missing out on potential revenue. It's just like you're losing potential money. So, but at the end of the day, hey, who am I? What do I know? That's the thing. I've been doing, actually, I'll do the stabilizers first. I really do got to do my capsules, time capsules. People are like, time capsules, Congress passed this thing where it's considered gambling. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, but it's fluff. And they put a little feature in here that I can open a time capsule every 3 days. So that gives me access to 10 time capsules a month that I can open. I don't need to purchase them. I don't need to. If you want to, go ahead. I don't need to. I don't. As long as I'm on it, I can open up 10 a month just by playing the content. So, but if you're a premium player, it's like you're locked out of the vault. You're locked out of here. You need tickets. You need this. And you spend more money as a premium player. So that's why I tell people, if you're going to do this game, it's just better to do it that way. Well, got to go. Time to get to work on my own channel now. Keep at it, Mystic. Thank you, Sherman. And if anybody doesn't know Sherman, he is a fellow content creator. Please go check him out. He's a really cool dude. I love Sherman, and he will definitely give you really good. Sorry about that. It's my server. Always in the morning too. I'm about to friggin' ask him, what the fuck are you guys doing? Got 9. Tomorrow I'll be able to open 1. Or the next day. But I honestly think there's a couple of things in the game that could be, there's any product, that what you're going to do. But, where does that take us in the future of MMOs? Where's that leading us? Oh, nice, excellent. All right. And the technical difficulties just keep mounting. Thank God I just don't get, kicked from the game. Jeez, Jesus. I'm almost there, though. I'm almost at my tier 9 shit. I'm not going to do Underworld Trials. Okay, events. Now, this is also going to be, I think, the last week, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me take a look. Let me confirm that. Atlantis comes out on the 8th. All right. So on the 8th, Atlantis is coming out. Today's the 1st. So it's coming out next Thursday. This is the final week to do events for Titan. Then it will become a strictly 230 content. So if you're going to hope to get any feats or things accomplished with the Titan, you really want to get involved now. Morning, Scott. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing good. Everything's going good. It was funny because I was watching a video today, and they listed like MMOs and talking about some of the genre, and I'm like, you know, it's sad that we have all these MMOs, but adaption is becoming a huge problem. So I'm on the first boss. Okay, sweet. I actually second. I missed out on the first. It's reset day, so I'm enjoying myself a lot. Oh, purple weapon box. What is my weapon at? 187. What's my top piece gear? I think it's 187. I think that is my top end gear piece.
It's me. Let's go save
195. I have to wait. I have to open it up with like my neck, so I got to bank that one. And so I got to get like a big piece, another piece of my tier gear. So, So how are you doing today, Scott? I hope everybody's doing well, actually. And I appreciate it. You just missed Sherman. I heard you might be trying Final Fantasy. Still thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. You know, people want me to check it out. And I'm aware of what Final Fantasy does. I tried my friend plays Final Fantasy, so I already seen it. I just didn't think, like, there was a couple of things about it that I didn't think was more my style. That's one thing I loved about Elder Scrolls. I could, like, you know, just kind of get right into the meat and potatoes, and that's why I was able to level all those tunes, play all those platforms. I was like, oh yeah, I can manipulate this. Where Final Fantasy, I don't think I can do that. I think it's one of those things you're going to invest time whether or not you like it or not. There's no easy way around it, I guess you'd say. Like, you will invest time. You will. So I'm thinking about checking it out, though. I'm definitely thinking about. But Black Desert on console is on the horizon. It has been officially announced by people who signed up for beta that beta is going to start next week for Black Desert Xbox. Oh yeah. And I think console's the way to go. So I'm thinking about renewing my Xbox. And now one thing I don't like about that, I won't be able to stream it. But Black Desert plays really nice. But you're going to be a part of a guild to do really significant PvP. Yeah. PS4, it's coming to PS4. They said it will be coming to PS4. They said they're focusing on the Xbox release first. And then they will have the PS4 release. So I imagine we won't get it this year. It'll be early next year. So maybe I'm thinking January or February that we'll see the PS4 conversion. Because I understand why they did it this way. They wanted to focus on one platform, and then this way the operating coding's just adjusted. Because it's all about the operating coding at that point, the OS, adapting OS to the initial game. But that's another thing, like Black Desert, oh my god. Oh my god. Elder Scrolls might be fucked for Xbox. For like hardcore PvPers, I'll be honest with you. If you're gonna be in a huge, if you enjoy big PvP, okay, I'm back. It's ISP. It's a stupid ISP. But anyways, yeah. If you guys, here's my suggestion. If you like big PvP, I'm not talking small. I mean, if you want a little small skirmish here and there, Black Desert's good for that. Sure, you'll grind out karma. You'll be grinding karma out again. But if you want big guild wars. Like you want a guild war, you want node wars on a huge siege level, and you want fast-paced PvP without any fucking hiccups. Telling you, go. Now Black Desert's not perfect. There are balance issues, but I'll tell you what, fast-paced PvP, holy fuck. You'll be like, fuck. But solo player, you won't be a solo player in Black Desert. You won't be. You will not be a solo player in Black Desert Online. A very successful one, I should say. If you're a content creator and you were a solo player, you know, you want to do total, you want to be in your guild wars or you want to be in node wars. That's why I quit covering the content. I'm starting to work on the HIV werewolf build. Prisoners, rags, and cowards with Skeletrex should be fun. I think it actually will be. Just make sure you have a good sustain, and then also make sure your resistance. Werewolf, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Though what I'm saying is werewolf resistance, they say, is bugged right now or something. So
He said I was his princess. He said
that's the only thing I would warn you on. But if I think you're gonna manage fine. I think you know what you're gonna be doing. So I think it's gonna be a badass build. I think it's gonna be badass, Scott.
family won't be able to identify the body. We've succeeded in angering her, but further taunting will be necessary. The more angry she gets, the more power she expends. I'll bury you all.
I'll bury you all.
Environment to her advantage. Evasive action. The floor is lava.
I do apologize. My ISP is just really bad today. Usually smooths out towards the middle of the day. But in the mornings I struggle with stupid shit. I think they fixed it. Oh, okay, sweet. Then yeah, you should be more than fine. You should be way more than fine then. Someone want to get the poor bastard up? Go, man. Deeps, get on that.
What those volcanoes were.
You have to play the mechanics, yo. Come on. Thank you. Like in this game, I wouldn't have a problem with Seal of Completion being on the market if you could earn it in game. But as is, that's the only buy to pay to win aspect that I disagree with. Everything else is fluff. Why is the... I was about to say it shouldn't be on there anymore. There she goes. There she goes. I have to see how stats are because I may have to run prisoner's jewelry, so I might have to transmute them. Yeah. Well, you might be able to get one piece of gear and weapons and 2 jewelry. You might not have to run a full set. You can run one piece, especially for that Undaunted passive. Maybe throw a bloodthirsty piece in there. Have to see. Yeah. Yeah. No, I like the idea though. Especially with cowards in the speed, because werewolves are already fast. You know, and then a lot of sustain. So sustain, I could see why you wanted to put up that build like that, because you have a good sustain as a werewolf. So class will make a difference for werewolf transformation costs, but sustaining werewolf is easy once you pop it, so you can keep moving. So, and I feel like that's what your intention is.
That gas is killing us. Pluck those craters.
Orc for race. Yeah, it's going to be very speed heavy, isn't it? Yeah, dude, he'll be fast as fuck. There's certain aspects to that I do enjoy from Elder Scrolls. I just, like, I want more viability from the PvP, man. Performance, mainly. I'm tired of seeing like people who res running around like they're dead and they're attacking you. You can't target them. I'm tired of not being able to bar swap when I need it. I'm tired of, you know, like the glitches that will kill you and you know they're bugged. You know there are bugs. And that's the problem. That's what I'm having the problems with. It's not Elder Scrolls PvE. It's not. It isn't. It's not any part of Elder Scrolls PvE. But I'm at a point on PS4 and PvE where if I'm not doing content for whatever have you, I don't need to be in there. I have literally like multiple sets of sets. I have tons of shit. There's times I can't even do a dungeon. People are like, "You want to do a raid or a dungeon?" I'm like, "No, no, no." Sorka's the class. Oh yeah, you get that cost reduction. So yeah, that's really nice too. No, that's actually beast ass. Imperial probably would have been a good race too, for like a health for light attacks. Did you think about that? Imperial werewolf. Holy fuck. Why doesn't anybody do what they need to do? Okay. One more phase. She goes last phase for this.
I'll bury you all.
Last week to do this, guys. I'm going to stress this. If you're playing DC and you are under the 230, please, 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 please do yourselves a favor and try to get feats in this week. Try to get whatever content you're going to try to get in, because it'll be a 230 only zone after this update. Because with Atlantis, that will be the new event content.
Oh, yeah?
Think you're hot stuff, do ya?
There we go. No.
Give up. You need help. There is no dishonor in it. Let the Titans help you. Over?
Let's see. Belt or head? 187.
This doesn't end.
181 belt.
You, Slade, and all the Titans in hell!
Okay, so we're going to take the belt.
Tara, stop. You'll
Oh my god. That's a temper tantrum. Shit.
Jericho? No. They're gone.
Red balloons.
Go on ahead and save the Titans. Jericho and I will attempt to rescue them.
Alright. I did, but I would have to buy Imperial pack. I've never purchased it. Oh, got you, got you. I love Imperial. I love Imperial. Got Imperial. I got 2 Imperials. One on different platforms. Really, really enjoy my Imperial. Ultra Bucks is 20. I need a shitload of Ultra Bucks. Marked bills, not so bad. Wowzers. Okay, let's open up that waist. Let's give that thing a crack. Oh. Oh. That's pretty. That is so pretty. I might be able to pull off this weapon. I'm debated. Like, part of me is like, don't do it, Mystic. Save it, save it. Another part of me is like, open the fucker now. You need an upgrade. Ah. Okay. Let's keep my fingers crossed. Because my other DPS doesn't use a bow. 45. Nice. Excellent. It is an upgrade. And that throws us up to 214. Yay, baby. I'm trying to get to... I have to get 218, I want to say, to get my next tier progression. 218. 4 more points. Ugh. I'm so close to my Starro stuff. Like I said, I've been gone for years. I've been gone for years, man. I haven't played this game in like 4 years. And people are like, oh, is it hard to get into? I'm like, nah, not really. No, it's not. It depends on how much you're going to try to do. If you're going to have multiple tunes on this game, yeah, that might be a problem. But it's also a good thing, though, too, if you're in the lower stages and you're trying to, get unlocks and you have membership and then you have those replay badges to do things. So there's a couple perks to that as well. So I will say that. Pros and cons, pros and cons. All right. So I need to get a weapon mod. And then I just got to save the template. Replenish. So we're a troller. We need power. Beyond our wildest dreams. Oh. All right. Should be good. 190. Oh, got to go get ready for my next class. Oh, definitely, Holden. Thank you for coming in, brother. And have a good day. Oh, my gosh. Crazy, crazy. 214, man. I'm pushing. Oh, I'm pushing on my main. My healer's at 173 or something like that now. 173, something. Well, between 171 and 173, I want to say. So I'm working on my healer, too. Actually, I kind of throughout the weeks play on multiple tunes, and I also got my my atomic yesterday to CR70. It literally took like an hour. So I'm like, yeah, no problem, no problem. Done, 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 and done, done. But 214, that's nice. This is where progression though kind of is like, oh my god. Oh my god. Now, oh, that reminds me. Urgent war fronts, please and thank you. Earth 3, Gotham, yes. See, I forgot to turn this in yesterday. I might bite me in the ass.
Inspiration to people who desperately need it.
Yep.
Stand tall and be proud.
Should have turned that in yesterday. It was my fault. Fuck. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor. And this is where you will be spending, like, for me, this is where I'm at. All right, Mystic, keep grinding. I'll check in with you later. I'm sure this isn't your only stream today. Yeah, I try to keep busy. My kids are older. They don't want to hang out with Dad. Hanging out with Dad is not cool. So many problems, man. I mean, you miss those days that your kid like, let's go do something together, Daddy. Okay, honey. And you're just like, oh, it's so sweet, you know, my little girl, and oh, it's those precious little moments. And then they grow up and they're like, yeah, I'm going to college next year. Can't wait to be out of the house. And you're like, fuck, yeah, great, so awesome. Tell me more, honey. Tell me more.
This is Waller. You are now assigned to the suicide squad.
All right, so we're gonna go troll.
Aware of our arrangement. Cooperate with the members
And
of
I never
the leash connected to that collar.
Sure, I'll excuse you. Sure. Whatever. Am I only on the final round? What the fuck, man? Oh my gosh. That sucks. I'm gonna have to come back in here. Oh no, just missed one boss. Yep, that's the way it's supposed to go. Lock into the minnow. Oh my. We're losing people left and right. How long have they been in here? 42 fucking minutes? This is why you need armories. See how he switched to DPS? End gamers don't fuck like that. Fuck around like that. Like newbies do. This isn't gonna work.
Reconsider that.
Tank's doing good. I mean, he's struggling a little bit, but you know, I mean, he's got the right idea. He's doing pretty good for his level. For his level, he's doing really good. I wanted to stay on this dude, but it's becoming more harder. Give me the balls.
Time to finish this. You'll regret that.
Can't tell what they're trying to target. Okay.
How dare you?
Cal, I hear you about every game having its shortcomings. ESO would go a long way for me if I could do the simple basic things reliably, like bar swap. Shouldn't be an issue, but it seems to be universal, right? And every game does. Every game has its issues, and that's where my consensus is. It's like no game's perfect, but what has to be set as precedent? You know, when you have a company, how do you retain, you know, customers, and how do you adapt to the ever-changing market? These are very important elements in MMOs, man. It's just like I feel that there are a lot of good products out there, and when it actually broke my heart. I mean, I was glad to see some of the games that I play, right, on the list. Like it really amazed me, but it also depressed me that some of the games I play across every platform. I mean, yeah, that was the funny thing, is cross-platforming so important, man. I mean, so important. Thank you, Hunter. Thank God this isn't elite. I still got to get my elite feats. Poor 200s. The 200s are probably like, we're fucking at work today. I love it when they break you out. You got to kind of... There we go. Cross-platforming's the way, man, also. If you're going to have an MMO, you better be somewhat cross-platform. If not cross-platform, multi-platformed. You're either going to be cross-platform or multi-platform. No reason in today's market to exclude any platform. That's what Pearl Abyss realized, and Pearl Abyss was like, we got to expand. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. Don't let your investment go to waste, man. That's all I'm saying. Don't let your investment go to waste. Damn, I'm never going to get a Maelstrom bow. It's literally the only thing I need from there. RNG sucks. And RNG in games just suck. There's certain things I gave up on. You know, like, I felt like somebody asked me, are you going to get this set? I'm like, I don't have room. Would you want to get this? I'm like, I don't know. It was a game, you know, I don't know. I'm like, you know how many things I see that, you know, players get and their rotation's still kind of weak in comparison? I mean, that to me is the issue. But that's one thing I also loved about Elder Scrolls. If I play a content, I don't want to feel like it's a must, but at the same time, I want to be compelled that there's something there that's accessible, but yet it can, you know, be beneficial. You know, it makes things unique. It switches things up, I guess. I think I want to get this. I don't need any of these sets.
Come on.
Just in here for my tokens, more or less. I need one more piece. Yo, Blazin', what's up, dude? Hope you're having a good one. I need one more set of Rao to have my feet. If Sony and Microsoft could stop being jerks and work together, gaming would be so much better, especially in the MMO genre, right? The funny thing about it is I tell, like, the game accessibility has nothing to do with platforms, right? Like, if I'll be honest, I like PlayStation controllers. If anybody asks why I like a PlayStation, it's because of the controllers. Yeah, thanks, Blazin'. It's not because I think Microsoft is, you know, whatever. Everybody's going to play for different reasons up their favorite platform. Some people like the HUD. Does limiting game accessibility to a platform or making it exclusive to a platform really benefiting the game, the console? No. No. Because I have all of them. I have them all. I have an Xbox. I have a PlayStation. You know, if I want to play on Xbox, I can play on Xbox. If I have a PlayStation, I can play PlayStation. And I usually don't buy games that are like exclusive. I'm actually trying to finish installing the game. Which this game? What platform do you play on, Blazin'? Do you play PS? PC? Xbox? Microsoft, because it was the first system I got. Oh, you got Xbox? I don't play Xbox on this game, but yeah, it's good. PC? Oh yeah, dude, get a hold of me. Make a villain. I'll put you in the league. I actually got a couple friends that are also going to be joining this game. And I told them, I said, hey, I play it for free for first couple days. Check it out. Don't make a decision just because I'm playing it. Make the decision for yourself. Once you decide what you're going to do, I'll help you out this weekend and, you know, whatever. Because my one friend's off this weekend. And we're going to level him up. So yeah, if you want to roll with us and stuff, I'm going to be leveling up, I think, a couple people.
Powerful for you.
Work together to chain Zeus's lightning bolts from me to Typhon.
You haven't played in months? It's all good. It's all good. It's like riding water.
Strength to release the lightning bolt once more. Leave me be.
Okay, so you're playing on Xbox? Or will you be playing on PC? If you're playing on Xbox, I can't help you because Xbox has its own server. PC and PlayStation share the same server. But that's fine. The community from Xbox are pretty good. A little lower, but you have a villain already on Xbox? Or on PC? You got it on PC, right? Or I know you said PC and then Xbox. I'm just trying to figure out which one do you... You're about level 10? So are you playing on... Which platform are you playing on? Playing on? Do you have a chatting app? I do have a chat app, but usually I use the in-game chat. Because PlayStation players, like, they use PSN, and I don't have PSN on PC. I wish I could have PSN on PC like Xbox does. Sony needs to take a look at that. So I can access my PSN chat on PC. That would be badass. No, you haven't. You're playing PC. Yeah, get a hold of me. If you're playing PC, get a hold of me for sure. I'm going to be helping out a couple of people.
I must regain my strength before I can.
Fury of the god.
There is a lag in between what you see and what you hear. Yeah, there's a delay. That's intentional. That's me. I set a 12-second, a slight delay, so I can read and play, so it doesn't interrupt my playing while I'm reading.
You will regret this turn.
It's taking forever. Am I lagging that bad? I'll have to check. Might have to restart the stream.
Well struck. Now it's my turn. That is but an annoying scratch. You have courage to strike a god.
I shall reciprocate in kind. That was a mistake.
Shit.
The lightning bolt can arc from me to Typhon. Line up.
You think you are worthy to fight a
Also, I asked because the only reason I'm getting it back is because my friend wants to play with me. Nice.
Lightning bolt.
It's a good game. I mean, it is a good game. Oh, your game is? Oh, yeah, the download. There's actually a lot of games that are actually a lot bigger. I could download this 4 times in comparison to Elder Scrolls. But Elder Scrolls has a lot more content. I mean, a lot more. So it's understandable. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that Elder Scrolls is that big. Don't get me wrong. Just saying there's worse downloads. I don't mind downloads, man. The bigger the file I see, the more content I know the game has. You know? Should be the last one. One more. Oh, nice.
Inviting. That may be so. Or the gods could learn to put aside their petty squabbles and deceptions.
Don't hold your
Gorgon
breath.
Slayer needed it.
You don't have to be a
Fina.
goddess of wisdom to know Olympia.
Sorry about that. My ISP's been kind of bumping up and down. But it went from 50 in 1 minute, then 20 minutes just to get 63. Yeah. That took a little bit longer than anticipated for that raid, but I mean, And I got a style I didn't have, so that's good. That's really good. I'm going to pause to see if that's the reason. Yeah, it could be that you're watching my stream too. You know, things like that. Little things could add up. Alright. So, we look pretty good. We got 214 CR. Currency. Ancient coins is 33. I don't know if that'll be enough to do that. I'm about to go check. I'm about to go check on that. Let's go check on that really quick. That might be my feet. That might be my feet. We'll see. We'll find out really quick. Let's go find out. Let's find out if I'm getting that feat today. Without doing another set of dailies.
The gods of Olympus sent me to the mortal world with rewards for those who prove themselves worthy.
Oh yeah? Think that's it? Let's find out. Oh, yes. Oh, just that easy. 50 points. Damn right. Damn right. Hell yes. Hell yeah.
The gods of Olympus sent me to the mortal world with rewards.
Now anything else I get out of here is just going to be basic furniture shit. Do 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 do. A random or 10? Think I'll save up for the 10. Holy schliff. The price difference. Kill ya. Oh my god, there's a bunch of 240 somethings. This place is just gonna get annihilated.
One of the gangs. Whatever they are after, we shall take.
Remember, our event this weekend is double artifact XP.
This neurotoxin will continuously harm you if you build on it. So don't. My father! I should have known he would use this as an opportunity to take down Gotham City. He is a maniac and must be stopped. These men are pawns. Less than. If they insist, let them. Get in the way, remove them from the board.
Let me help return the favor.
Security camera deactivated.
Finish them. They cannot be allowed to thwart this plan.
No security personnel override detected. Activating automated defense security protocol. Security camera deactivated. Shielded.
This is an added challenge. One I trust that you can step up to. If my father's men can be better,
Come on.
then you can certainly take care of some rich man's toys. I must give my father credit. This is quite a game of cat and mouse. The security measures have been disabled to allow his men to get through with ease, but have seemingly been turned back on to hinder your progress. Rather brave.
No security personnel override detected. Activating automated defense security protocols now. Shielding.
We must slow them down. More time is needed.
No security personnel override detected. Activating automated defense security protocols now. Security camera deactivated.
They cannot be allowed to thwart this stage of the
Shit. Rode them to lasers. That didn't change shit. That sucks.
I knew you would make it this far. I suppose congratulations are in order. Or at the very least, present. I almost feel a twinge of pity for setting you up for sacrifice. But in all good strategies, one must be
Oh no, you're
willing to
fine.
sacrifice
Your
for
language is
the
actually
cause.
perfect. Don't worry about it, Blazin'.
You are here to take the fall for the theft. The theft of what, you ask? Well, let's not keep
Talia Ghul.
suspense. Enjoy this test of your metal.
Look at me, I'm freezing.
Hopefully you're
And spikes.
I am
Somebody else is disoriented. Holy shit.
Use of force authorized. Power dampening grenades. Online. Stun settings. Overridden.
Oh shit, I'm not gonna get in there in time.
Activated. Shields overloaded. Recharging. Shields
Aha.
Overloaded.
While they're busy,
Charging.
and I died, they'll be
When I
fine.
began to lose my hearing, I quickly found focus for my research. I mean, bats were the obvious choice. Their sense of hearing surpasses nearly any living creature.
Here, let me zoom in.
Nocturnal beast to own the night. If any animal held the key to restoring my hearing, it was the bat.
They seem to be doing good. My language is perfect. I use a little slang. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I swear a lot too. That's right. Kick his ass, guys. You guys look good. Perfect.
Count yourself lucky. I saw you charging through the warehouse on the security cams. Now let's see what damage you've done here. Damn.
179
I know why
neck.
she came here and I know where she's headed next. Look, I wouldn't choose you first for help, but this is
Nah.
urgent and beggars can't be choosers. Of course, I can't let you know the location of the Bat Cave. I'd say this won't hurt, but I'm no liar.
I'm no liar.
Activating intrusion countermeasures.
Talia's taken over the Batcave security protocols. Follow my lead.
No, I quoted you. Oh, your language is perfect, right?
Security device.
Yep, that's a good quote.
Security device upgrade in progress.
Quite accurate.
We have to disable these turrets. Batman has added shielding to them that makes them extremely difficult to take down, much less access. Beat down the shielding so I can get close enough to override their systems.
Anti-personnel turret offline. Redirected protocols. Begin cycling. 2, 1.
Cover me. I've initiated the override protocols, but my code needs time to lock the turret down. Keep these turrets off me while I finish this.
Anti-personnel turret online. New protocols secure.
Anti-personnel turret offline. Redirected protocols. Begin cycling. 3, 2, 1.
Cover me. I've initiated the override protocols, but my code needs time to lock the turret down. Keep these jerks off me while I finish this.
Anti-personnel turret online. New protocols
That did it.
secure.
This turret won't be bothering us anymore.
Fucking bloodletters. Why are there so many achievements? That's how you get that's how you get feat points. You want the feat points when you get achievements, you get feats. And when you get 100 feat points, you get a skill point.
Offline. Redirected protocols. Begin cycling. 3, 2, 1.
Cover me. I've initiated the override This ends here and now, Talia. Step away from the bat computer, and I promise I won't break all of your bones.
Oh, my sweet, sweet Batwoman. Always in the shadow of your superiors. I expected you to soar now that my beloved is on sabbatical. But you seem to be all squeak and no bite. What kind of bat do you? I mean, real. I will show you what kind of bat I make. Literally. Oh, Dr. Langstrom, be a dear and show these children who now rules the night in Gotham.
Well, here's your twist. Let's take out Punch Dark and Ugly, which isn't the man that came. Be careful with that. He's controlling them.
Talking about Steam achievements? Oh, I don't know. I don't use Steam. I just download from the main site.
Sorry, Dr. Langstrom. This is for your own good. What's this in his pocket? A voice recorder?
Whoever gets this message, please help. I'm a scientist being forced to work on a serum that transforms subjects into these bat creatures. The League of Assassins kidnapped my wife and forced me to weaponize the formula. I'm being held at the... Wait, they're coming. You have to...
There's something else. In the background noise of the recording. Give me a moment to isolate the...
Why are you staring at her? Staring at who?
Find Gotham's brand new bats.
Of course.
I was checking my inventory, what I needed. Because there was masks up. So I went with this bat sleeping.
I'm not going to stop you from going to the zoo. I could use the diversion, but do not interfere. I've got a good hunch that your missing gang leaders are there. What you do with that information is up to you.
That's a weird bug. Cutscene, we're through the grate. That's weird.
I have a strong suspicion that we'll find more than just bats there. If I see you there, you better be a...
There we have more marked bills. Yay! Alright. So I'm going to leave group. I'm going to end the stream. I might be back on a little later. I got a couple things to do. But reset day. And I'm trying to finish out my tier. I'm hoping by the end of the week I finish out my tier 9 or tier 8. And I hit my tier 9 this week. That'll give me a week jump into Starro. But the gap between Starro and Reborn is considerable, given its fact that it's a 230. So I think I'll be on Starro for at least 2 weeks with the event, and that'll gap me with Titans. You are staring at Windows Steel, the darn thing. There are 163 achievements. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. There's a lot of achievements, man. That's a lot of achievements. But yeah, no, for sure that this I'm hoping to gap this. You know, get the gap closed before hitting Starro before Atlantis drops. That's my personal goal for on this tune on my main. So it should be achievable. We should be good to go. But yeah, man, I can't wait. I'm going to see a couple people blazing. Make sure you hit me up on my next stream if you're on. And I'll get you in the league if you want to be in the league. And also give you recruiting capability. So if you and your friend need a league, you can join mine. That's fine. Because we're going to be working on a few things, man. I'm going to help players out, you know, if they're needing some content. I got tons of tunes, so no biggie. I run Armory, so I can play multiple builds. I'm not just DPS. So each one of my characters can play their support and their DPS roles. So yeah, get a hold of me, man. Get a hold of me. All right, man. I wanted to thank everybody for watching. Once again, where's the future of MMOs? Is MMOs going to end? Is this genre going to end? I don't think the genre and the RPG elements of an MMO are going to end. The question of it is, how will they adapt? All right? Because we are in a multiplayer stage of gaming evolution. So, and that's thanks to MMOs. But the question of it is, how do MMOs adapt to give players accessibility, whether it be platform and time. So once again, thank you guys. I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystic's MMOs. And as always, thank you guys. And have a nice day. Okay, sounds good, Blazin'. Just let me know. Give me a heads up. All right, thank you, man. Y'all have a nice day.